Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Idol Slayer 100% Achievement Journey. Today, as promised, we're going to visit the factory and work on quest. Our goal is to reach Divinities, but it's very expensive. Just a quick note, I look at the analytics of episode 12 on Decillionaire, and 80% of viewers are not subscribed, so if you are following this series, it would really help this channel if you subscribe because we're trying to reach 1000 subscribers. And in the conclusion I talk about a new series also. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. I'll comment on a few clips as usual. Here we've been running for a little bit and already we have 22,000 kills for the worms. It's almost 5%. So it may not be that terribly high, although it's intimidating. We reach the necessary amount for the factory with a buffer for our minions after we get the ascension. So we're going to ascend and get the factory open, and that leaves us with 30,000 for minion quest, which I am activating right now because I ran out. Of course, after all this farming, what we want to do is get to the factory as fast as possible. Question is, are we going to be lucky? Well, I do recognize its color and I shouldn't recognize it, so unfortunately, no, we didn't reach the factory right away. We reached Mystic Valley where we can complete quests, but that's not where we want to go yet. Now it's time to get in the factory. And that's how it looks like. I'll let it run for about a minute for those who've never seen it. So we have red jellies and we have barrels and some sort of radioactive stuff that you can shoot with arrows. I was told and read that this is the best place to get SP. I spent a lot of time there, but the only quest I can really do here is the Sapphire quest. But the mob related quest, I had to go around in other worlds to complete those quests, to make progress and also make, of course, footage for this video. Anyways, I have to do those quests and you still make SP. But this is the best place for it. Anyways, that's what the factory looks like. As I said, we spent time here. We were able to do divination, which is picking up sapphires, and I get more souls, 35% for 2 decillion. And here I got 64,000 plus 10,000 left as a buffer. I'm looking at the quest right now, the progress I've made, but I'm gonna have to get out of here if I want to make any progress. First, let's get our final minion, the Goo Mutant. I'll do it in a few seconds here. I'm looking at the Blessing of Kratos, which I will get in this episode as well. So it's time to ascend again and get the last minion. There we go. We got them all. We still have 12,000 or 13,000 left for minion quest. And these two, that's what I need for Divinities. Now it's time to rebuild because we just ascended and it's time to get out of here. So let's see where it leads us. So we get the hills. So that means worms. And then we went somewhere else. This is the city. We got this quest done, the jeweler. And we made progress on the other quests that were available to us. And this one is 60 decillion for 3% more sapphires. That's what it gave us. Now we reach the Mystic Valley because there's 2 quests in this one. Chopping wood and the blue spectre. Once you kill enough wildfires, you can upgrade them into blue. So that's what we're working on here. But we ran out of money or SP I should call it. So we're going to have to ascend so our minions can do more quests. Like that. Now we're at 28,000, 29,000. But we need... And here I click around just to show the other possible options, but in reality we're gonna go straight for the blessing of Kratos, which is in the 90,000s. And then in this new clip you see the back flashing, that means we completed something. Let's do the quest first. Let's see what we completed. We finished the bonus level quest. I'll talk about bonus level later. And 10% bonus CPS. Here's the 2 upgrades. They cost a few decillions. And I'm gonna get the blessing of Zeus, because I've been running this Ascension for a while. So that we've got 4 quests left to do. And now we're gonna try to get back to the factory. That was the plan anyways, but we reached the jungle instead. I was trying to get back to the factory to farm SP there. I was satisfied with the quest I had completed, but unfortunately we reached the jungle, but it will enable us to do this quest instead. And still accumulate SP, just not as fast. That's what we want. 95,000. And now we're here because we're trying to get to the factory again, and there's absolutely nothing useful for us here. But that's, I'm showing you patch 2.1. There's a few new things that were added. We have the map. And this super expensive bonus, which is kind of nice, as a gives you a box at the end of any bonus stage. And this one I can prestige minions individually, I think, but I get 80%. So that's quite nice, but the nicest thing I'm about to show you. Well, there's also, okay, my sword is level 500, they added upgrades for swords. There's a couple new upgrades there, but the most interesting one is this one, the Legacy of Throne, where if I kill 12,000 bumblebees, black bumblebees, I get new quests, and that's extremely attractive. This means I have to go to the hills as soon as possible. But here in this clip, I'm hovering for a bit, but we're gonna spawn that portal, try to get to, and now it tells you where you go, and that's not where I want to go. But eventually, we'll get where we want. Hey, we're there. That's where we wanted to go. We've been farming for a while here. If you look at the amounts and do a little bit of math, you're gonna realize that I have enough for the blessing of Kratos. So I'm going to ascend. Get the last ascension upgrade of this video. That's right, because this is 200,000. I need time to accumulate. You're gonna see it in next video. Now I'm going to show you how fast I can recover from ascension. That gives me an excuse to talk to you about something. And this is to remind you that my goal is to go to the hills and kill black bumblebees. So let's start this up at ×8. And something I want to ask you, I did research about the bonus stage on YouTube, and I didn't find any very good tutorials, just demos and things like this. I have the footage. What I'm thinking of doing, and I'm going to ask you in the comments, is a fully narrated, edited, official tutorial on how to do the bonus stage. Because now I'm able to do it every time. I had to use a controller 2 episodes ago or something like this, but now I use my mouse. I'm more comfortable with it, and I feel like I can explain when to jump. And I'm not perfect. I fall sometimes, but I could show you when I fall, why I fell, and where to jump. Even use MS Paint and put little red dots and things like this. So let me know if you're interested in this, if you think it would be useful. And here's example of a run. But that's a video I would do in between while I continue to farm for the divinities and get the footage for the next video. I would make a tutorial about these stages. So okay, so let me know. And that's it. That would be sufficient for me to close the game if I wanted to. It took me 8 minutes to go back from nothing after an ascension to an acceptable level. Everything is expensive from this point, but at this point, if I want to close the game, I can, or if I want to play manual, I can, but I officially back to activity, if you know what I mean. Maglaws 110. That was a 1 minute clip that you just watched. Approximately. Now I'm trying to get to the hills. Oh no, Modern City. That's not what I want. Okay. While we're there, I'm trying to show you. So I got 6,000. That's fine. I'm just gonna ascend when I run out of money. Oh, SP again. Keep calling it money. And that would be it for the footage. Here's the achievement. We're still 60 short. They keep adding a few. Scrolling down as usual. I didn't notice anything special, but anyways, we're making progress slowly. And that's it for the footage. This concludes episode 13 of Idol Slayer 100% Achievement Journey. Next episode will be either the tutorial I was talking about or Divinities. I prepared a new series ahead of the Binding of Isaac DLC Repentance coming out at the end of the year. I'm trying to build a small audience for it. YouTube is saturated with that game, but most prominent YouTubers are at episode 1700 or 1500 and play like gods, while I take a more of a down-to-earth approach and start from scratch. So if you're interested in that game, check out the recommended video at the end. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.